Hi, welcome to English Composition. I'm Michael Cheng. I'm here with Cher Chen today.
各位同学，大家好，欢迎回来英文作文课程，我是 Share。
All right, today we are working on Unit 9, and our topic is writing a narration essay.
好，我们今天要讲的呢是单元第9，我们今天的主题讲述的是如何撰写叙事文。
All right, let's start by previewing some of our key points today, and so these are what you should learn by the end of the lesson.
好，我们首先呢，先来看一下我们这一堂课会讲到的几个重点哦。
A narration is an essay in which you tell about something that happened.
叙事文指的是一种讲述发生事件的文体。
Narrations can be objective or subjective.
叙事文可以是客观的，也可以是主观的。
In an objective narration, you want to tell the facts as clearly as possible.
在所谓客观的叙事文里面，你希望能够把事实讲述得越清楚越好。
In a subjective narration, you're trying to make a point.
在主观性的叙事文中，你希望能够传达你自己的意见。
And then sometimes you can write a narration just because you want to tell a good story.
有时候你会写出叙事文，只是因为你想要去讲述一个故事。
And our last point is narrations can be enhanced if you write a good description.
如果你能够有好的叙述呢，你可以让你的记述文更加的生动。
All right, now let's talk about these points in more detail, and we're going to start by telling you what a narration is.
好，接下来呢，再更加深入的去讨论这几个重点呢。那首先，我们先来讨论一下什么是叙事文。
All right, so a narration is an essay that describes the actions of an event. And in other words, you are telling a good story about something that happened. And you usually will write about something that you've been involved in or that you have experienced with yourself.
所谓的叙事文呢，指的是在文章之中去描述一件事情发生的所有的过程。那换句话说，你也是在讲述一个故事的开始以及结束以及它的过程。那通常这件事情都是你过去曾经经验过或是曾经发生过的事情。
Right, our next main point is that narrations can be either objective or subjective, just like the descriptions that we studied in last week's lesson.
好，那下一个重点呢是叙事文可以是主观的或者是客观的。那这部分就跟我们上礼拜讲到的这个叙述文哦是一样的。
Right, now, if you're writing an objective narration, your goal is to tell the facts of the story as clearly as possible.
好，如果你现在要写的是客观性的叙事文呢，那当然你要把事情经过跟事实讲述得越清楚越好。
Right, and so you should describe the actions and events as clearly as possible, but you should not state any of your personal opinions or any kind of personal evaluation of the situation. And so don't try to influence the opinion of your reader when you're writing an objective narration.
好，那在这一种类的这个叙事文里面呢，那你不需要去涉及个人的意见或是一些评断，也不需要去影响你的读者的一些想法哦，所以你就是单纯的去叙述这件事情就好。
And so you can see that an objective narration will be common in a newspaper, for example, in which the reporter is just trying to tell the facts of what happened.
好，那我们会发现呢，像在报纸上常见的文章啊，都是这样子的叙事文。记者呢，都是尽量能够就事论事，而不去参涉其他的个人的意见。
Right. An objective narration will also be important if you're writing something like if you're describing a crime, for example, or maybe an accident for a police report.
好，那像是警方如果在报告一宗犯罪案或者是一件意外事故的时候呢，叙事文的客观性就显得更加的重要了。
All right, let's talk about subjective narrations now. All right, so a subjective narration is a story that you tell in order to teach your reader something or to make a point.
好，我们现在来看看所谓的主观性的叙事文哦。主观性的叙事文指的是指作者借由描述一个故事来表达自己的意见，或者是来教导读者一些特别的道理。
Right, so narrations are a good way to make a point because someone will usually remember a story better than they would remember a long lecture about why they should or should not do something.
好，那有时候当你想发表意见的时候呢，主观的叙事文是一个非常好的办法，因为读者们通常都只记住这个故事中精彩的内容哦，远远胜过于你对他们在那边做一番长篇大论的这个责备哦。
And so when you're telling a subjective narration, you, instead of just stating a series of facts, you can add details that create a negative or positive impression of the situation.
好，因此在这样的状况下呢，作者应该避免只单纯的去陈述一连串的事实。那作者呢，应该对于一些细节要适度的去琢磨，才能够使读者感受到所谓的正面或是负面的一些不一样的情感。
All right, so for example, if you want a child or you want a friend to give up a bad habit, you might tell a story about a friend who suffered a terrible misfortune from the habit instead of giving a long list of reasons why the habit is bad.
好，举例来说，如果你希望说服你的孩子或是朋友去戒掉某些习惯的话，与其你大肆的去列举说这些坏习惯所造成的一些后果，倒不如你可以告诉他一个故事，跟他说有这么一位朋友呢，因为做了这件事情而深受其害。
Right, in this type of narration, you often tell the story first and then explain your point at the very end.
好，那如果在这种情况之下呢，通常你会先把故事讲出来，最后才把你个人的意见再陈述出来。
All right, finally, sometimes you write a narration just to entertain your reader. In this case, you're just trying to tell a good story.
好，那有时候呢，你只不过是在希望能够去娱乐你的读者哦，所以你才会去讲述这样一个故事。那这时候你就必须要确保你讲述的是一个有趣的故事。
All right, in this type of narration, usually there's some sort of conflict in the story, and this conflict is a struggle that might be inside the main character or it might be in events around the character, and you just, as you go through the narration, the character will work through this conflict.
好，那通常像这样的故事啊，会发生的状况，比如说这故事中会有一些冲突，那主角呢可能跟其他人这些斗争啊，或者是他内心有一些挣扎啊，这往往要到故事的最后才能够平息。所以故事的发展呢，主要就是讲主角平息冲突的一个过程。
All right, so as you're writing about the events in this kind of a story, you should keep the story moving in a clear and logical manner. Don't constantly jump back and forth in time because this will confuse your readers.
好，那像我们在这讲述故事的时候呢，当然你必须注意，你要讲述的有条有理，避免在剧情在不同的时间点上跳来跳去，会混淆读者的了解。
All right, you could also have a very clear setting if you're trying to tell a good story. So your readers should know where your story is taking place and when it is happening.
好，那同时呢，你的故事也应该要有非常明显的场景哦，让你的读者明白这件事情发生的时间啊、地点。
All right, another hint is to have characters that your reader can sympathize with because nobody wants to read a story about somebody that they don't like.
好，那同时你的故事呢，必须要设计一个能够引起读者同情的角色哦，因为没有人会喜欢听一些大家都讨厌的人的故事。
All right. If you're telling a story, another suggestion is to add some dialogue. If you have dialogue, this in your narrations, it can give your readers insight into your characters' personalities. It can make your readers feel like they're closer to the action, that they're right there hearing what the person is saying.
好，那最后呢，在你的故事之中哦，是可以穿插一些所谓的对话哦。其实对话可以凸显出主角的性格，也能够让读者感觉他好像是身在这件故事之中。
All right, so another hint for all types of narration is that they can be enhanced with vivid descriptions. But make sure you don't try to describe everything in detail, but just concentrate on describing the features that will be important to the point that you're making in your narration.
好，那如果你想要写一个好的叙事文的话呢，哦，你如果能够提供生动活泼的描述，当然可以使你的叙述文更加生动哦，更加有趣。但是你同时也应该要避免要过度的去描述一些细节，因为呢，你过度的描述会使这个故事哦失去它的重点。所以专注的描述对故事有发展的重大情节是比较重要的。
All right, so in summary, when you write your narration, these are things that you should do.
好，概括来说，以下呢是一些当你写作时必须要注意的事情。
First, set the scene clearly to make sure your readers know where and when the story is taking place.
首先，你的场景必须要交代清楚，确保你的读者了解故事发生的时间以及地点。
Next, write about characters that your audience will like or they can relate to.
第二点，你的故事角色必须要能够讨观众喜爱，或者是引起观众的共鸣。
If you're trying to make a point in your narration, decide if it's better to wait until the end of your essay to tell what your point is.
如果你的故事是具有目的性的呢，需要等到故事完结之后才将道理点出，是不是比较好？
Also, don't describe everything in detail. Just give descriptions to the events or the items that are important to the point that you're trying to make.
好，再来，请不需要过分去讲述每一件事情的细节哦，只要去讲述跟故事重点相关的部分就可以了。
And then next, keep your narration moving in a clear order. Don't jump back and forth in time from the past to the present.
好，那最后呢，请注意要把你的叙述保持在同一条理路上面，不要从过去的时空忽然跳到现在来。
All right, let's take a little bit of a break now. We'll be back with you soon.
好，我们先休息一下，待会我们再回来。
I think that everybody loves to travel. Well, maybe the actual traveling is not so much fun, but once you arrive at your destination, you can get ready for a new and wonderful experience.
我想每个人都喜欢旅游，当然真正的旅游的过程可能不是那么有趣，但是一旦你到达目的地之后，你就可以准备开始有一段新奇而有趣的经验了。
And this is the reason most people travel, to see or do something that is different from the experiences they have during their everyday lives. But can going on vacation totally change your life?
这也就是很多人喜欢旅游的原因，能够去看或是去感受，去做一些不一样的事情。但是，旅行真的可以改变你的一生吗？
The best vacation that I ever had was when I went to Great Britain 3 years ago with my cousin Alex. Alex is my aunt's son. He is 1 year younger than I am.
我有过最棒的一次旅程，是3年前和我的这个表弟 Alex 一起到英国去的这一段旅程。Alex 是我阿姨的儿子，他比我年轻1岁。
When we were growing up, we lived very close to each other, so we used to play together all the time.
我们小时候是一起长大的，所以我们总是玩在一起。
Now we wanted to go to England to see all the places that we used to hear about when our parents told us stories about old myths and legends.
所以我们希望一起去英国，去看看那一些小时候父母告诉我们这些古老的传说跟故事里头的地点。
We went to England in the summer when the weather was quite mild and perfect for taking a tour all around the country.
我们到英国的时间是夏天，这时候天气还非常的温和，而且非常适合到处走走。
The first place that we went to in England was London. It was a fascinating city. It was very old, but very modern too, as old buildings were mixed with some of the most modern conveniences in the world.
我们去的第一站是伦敦，它是一个非常吸引人的城市。它的年代非常古老了，但是它看起来依然是非常的新颖，因为它在一些老旧的建筑之中，还穿插着一些非常新颖的这个设施。
After visiting London, we joined a tour group to go around England. The tour went to Cambridge, Stonehenge, and then up to Scotland to see some old castles.
在参观完伦敦之后，我们参加了旅游团，去继续在英国浏览。这旅游团到了剑桥，还有有名的巨石阵，然后最后到达苏格兰去看一些古老的城堡。
Although the places we visited were astounding, they were not the most pleasant things about the vacation.
虽然这些地方都非常的惊人，但是它还不是这个旅程中最让人高兴的地方。
The best things about the tour were Jenny and Rebecca, 2 people we met on the tour. Jenny and Rebecca were both petite, slender women in their early 20s.
在这段旅程中，最棒的事情是认识了 Jenny 跟 Rebecca。Jenny 跟 Rebecca 是非常纤瘦的女性，然后大概都是20岁出头。
They had long, straight hair and beautiful faces with large, expressive eyes. They looked just like each other because they were identical twins.
她们有一头又直又长的黑发，而且她们有非常美丽的脸孔，那有一双非常善于表达的眼睛。她们看起来就像是彼此的这翻版，因为她们其实是一对双胞胎。
They were charming and unique, and they had many of the same interests as we did. The 4 of us hit it off fabulously, so we spent the rest of our vacation together.
他们非常的吸引人，而且也非常有特色，而且他和我们有相当多相似的兴趣，因此我们相处起来非常愉快。所以在接下来的旅程中，我们都一起度过。
Jenny and I got along so well that we even got married last month. And that's not all. Alex and Rebecca are getting married next month.
Jenny 和我相处得非常好，我们上个月结婚了。这还不止如此哦 ，Alex 跟 Rebecca 他们下个月也要结婚了。
My trip to Great Britain was the best vacation of my life, and I'm sure that I will never forget it.
我到英国这次旅程是我这辈子最棒的一次旅行，而且我相信我永远不会忘记它。
I got to see some of the places that I have wanted to visit my whole life, like Stonehenge and the Tower of London. But more importantly, I met the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
在这趟旅程中，我去看了一些我这辈子都希望能够造访的地方，像是巨石阵或者是伦敦塔。更重要的是，我碰到了我愿意和他共度余生的人。
Right. Now we are going to go on and look at our writing analysis questions, which you can find on page 127 of your textbook.
好，接下来我们来回答一些在课本第127页范文剖析的部分提出来的一些问题。好，我们首先要看到的第一个问题呢，我们先来探讨一下这篇写作范例是属于哪一种叙事文呢？ So, what type of narration essay is the writing model?
The writing model is an example of a subjective narration essay.
好，我们的写作范例呢，它是一个主观性的一篇这个叙事文。下一个问题，我们想要知道的是这篇文章是否在传达某些重点，而且为什么要写这些重点呢？ Is the essay trying to make a point, and what is it?
Yes, the writer's trying to make a point, and he's trying to show why his vacation in England was the best vacation of his life.
好，那这篇文章他试图要告诉读者的是，他为什么觉得到英国这趟旅行是他这辈子最棒的旅行。接下来我们想要知道的是，在这个范文中，它的第一个引言段落，它是用什么样的方式来吸引读者的注意力呢？ So let's look at the introductory paragraph of the writing models. How does it catch your attention?
Well, first we can see that the introductory paragraph starts by bringing up a topic that most people are interested in, which is traveling.
好，首先我们会发现在引言段落里面呢，它是先引出这个主题来作为开头那引出说大家最有兴趣的东西就是旅游这项东西了。
All right, and then also he states why people are interested in traveling, and that's because they can have new and wonderful experiences.
好，接下来他讲到的是为什么人们会最喜欢旅游呢？因为大家都喜欢能够有新奇而有趣的一些经验。
And then finally, it catches your attention with the ending, and there's a question at the end that says, "But can going on vacation totally change your life?"
好，在引言段落的最后一句呢，他则提出了一个问题来吸引读者的注意。他问说：“你觉得去度假、去旅行真的能够改变你的生命吗？”好，接下来我们要询问老师的第4个问题讲到的是关于策略的部分。在单元4里面，我们曾经提到过引言可以运用一些策略来撰写。那在这篇文章里头，这个引言是运用了哪些策略呢？ What strategy from Unit 4 is used in writing the introductory paragraph?
So strategy number 6 from Unit 4 is used, and this is start with some general information and finish with a question.
好，在单元4里面曾经提到的几个策略中，在这里我们使用的是策略第6。他说的是以一般概括性的讯息作为开始，而且以一个问题作为结束。好，那接下来我们会跳过课本上所列出来的第5个问题以及第6个问题，我们直接从第7个问题继续开始。第7个问题要询问的是第3个段落第3段的结尾如何和第4段的开头作为一个结合呢？ So, how does the end of paragraph 3 connect to the beginning of paragraph 4?
So we can see at the end of paragraph 3, there's an unanswered question. And so the writer hints that there's something very special about the trip to England, but doesn't say what that special thing is.
好，我们会发现呢，在第3段它结尾的地方是有一个还没有回答的问题它被提出来了。那他提出来说。 暗示说，有些事情呢，在这趟旅程中是非常的特别的，但他却还没有告诉大家这件事情究竟是什么。
Then when we look at the beginning of paragraph 4, it echoes the end of paragraph 3. And then it answers the question about what that special thing, the special thing about the trip to England is, which is meeting Jenny and Rebecca.
好，我们接下来看第4段的开头，就会发现他回答了第3段最后提出来的问题。那他告诉大家说，在这趟旅程中更特别的地方，也就是能够碰见这2个女孩 Jenny 跟 Rebecca。好，接下来我们来看第8个问题。他问到的是有哪些事情是被作者详加描述的，有哪些事情则是只有一笔带过？为什么会有这样的差异性呢？ So, what items or objects get a detailed descriptions, and what gets only a superficial descriptions? Why is there a difference?
Right, so the many places that they visited are described superficially, but Jenny and Rebecca are described in more detail because the point is not really to talk about the good places that you go to, but instead the key point of the essay is meeting Jenny and Rebecca and showing that this made the vacation special.
好，那我们会发现呢，在文章中描述地点的地方是比较一笔带过就可以结束的。但是在描述这2个女孩 Jenny 跟 Rebecca 的时候，她运用了比较多的细节。这是因为这些地点并不是这篇文章的最主要的重点，最重要的重点是碰见这2个女孩，然后改变她们一生。接下来我们来看最后一个问题，第9题。文章总结的时候，它运用的是什么样的方法呢？ What strategy is used to conclude the essay?
All right, so the essay concludes by summarizing the main points of the essay and restating the thesis statement.
好，我们会发现文章结尾的方式是利用截取文中的重点，并且重述主旨的方式。
All right, let's take a little bit of a break now. We'll be back soon.
好，我们先休息一下，待会我们会再回来。
All right, welcome back. We are going to work on our writing activity now.
好，我们现在呢要看的是我们的写作练习。
All right, and for our writing activity, we want you to write your own essay about some kind of vacation that you took.
好，关于写作练习的部分呢，我们希望各位同学能够写作自己的一段旅程。
And to start off, what we'll do is we'll look at a shorter example of the writing model. And so this is much shorter, and this is something that you should copy, that you can copy this shorter essay.
好，我们要同学写作的这个范例大概会跟我们等一下要给各位同学看的写作范例2是长度是篇幅是一样的。
All right, and so we'll read writing model 2 now, but we won't have a translation.
好，先来看看一下写作范例2，但是我们并不翻译哦。
The best vacation that I ever had was when I went to England. I went to England 3 years ago with my cousin Alex. Alex is my aunt's son. We went to England in the summer. The weather was mild. The first place that we went to was London. It was a fascinating city. The second place that we visited was Stonehenge. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful and mysterious place. The most interesting person I met on the tour was Jenny. Jenny was a graduate student on vacation in England. She was a petite, slender woman in her early 20s with long, straight black hair and a beautiful face with large, expressive eyes. She was charming and unique and had many of the same interests as I did. My trip to England was a wonderful vacation. I'm sure that I will never forget it. All right, so you can see that in this second writing model, the paragraph starts with a topic sentence instead of an introductory paragraph. It also gives fewer details about the trip to England and has a simpler conclusion.
好，我们会发现呢，刚刚老师念的这个写作范例2之中它的篇幅当然是比较短了。那原本是这个开头引言的部分呢，就以主题句来做取代。那中间也给了较少的一些细节，那最后也给了一个比较简单的结尾。
Right, so what you should do now is see if you can write your own essay similar to this second writing model. And you can write your essay by filling in the blank spaces that you find on page 129 and 130 of your textbook.
好，那各位同学将来要写作的这篇短文呢，大概长度跟篇幅就跟写作范例2是相同的。那在写作的时候呢，你们可以利用课本第129页以及130页这个地方，有一个填空的练习来帮助你写作。
All right, so we're going to give you an example now of how to fill this out by talking about a vacation that I went on.
好，我们接下来会为各位同学做一个简单的范例哦。
All right, and so we're going to talk about going to Spain.
好，我们接下来讲的是一个老师曾经去西班牙的故事哦。
All right, and so I went to Spain about 4 years ago during a winter vacation, and what you see now is a picture of the cathedral in Sevilla.
好，大家同学在画面中看到的这张图片呢，是老师4年前去西班牙玩的时候所拍照的。哦，那这个地方呢是在 Sevilla 这个地方的一个天主教的教堂。
All right, and then as we look at the next picture, there's another very famous place in Spain in the city of Granada, and this is called the Alhambra.
好，接下来这张图片中出现的呢，是在格纳达这个城市中的一个很著名的一个景点哦，叫做 Alhambra。
And so this Alhambra was a Moorish fort, and so you can see this courtyard that was actually to cool down the fortress during the summertime.
啊，这是你可以看到呢，这个Alhambra 是一个摩尔人所遗留下来的皇宫。那现在大家看到的这个地方呢，它其实是一个冷却系统哦，它可以像是我们的空调一样的运作。
All right, and then the next picture shows somebody I met in Granada, and this man is actually from Morocco, and his name is Mustafa, and he makes kebabs. He has a little restaurant.
好，我们在这张图片上看到的是老师在西班牙认识的一个朋友哦。那他是从这个摩洛哥来的，他的名字叫做Mustafa 啊。那他现在在背后的地方呢，在做的东西就是我们所知道的中东很有名的沙威玛。
All right, so now let's show you the essay we wrote when we filled in the blanks in the writing exercise.
好，接下来呢，我们来看一下，根据在写作练习中这个填空题的地方填出来之后的文章。
All right, the best vacation that I ever had was when I went to Spain. I went to Spain 4 years ago with my friend Erica.
我曾经有过最棒的一次旅程，是去西班牙那一次。在4年前，我和我的朋友 Erica 一起到西班牙去。
Erica is a colleague who's studying Spanish in Spain. We went to Spain in the winter before the Chinese New Year. The weather was cold, but also sunny.
Erica 是我的同事，她在西班牙学习西班牙文。我们在中国农历年之前到西班牙去，那时候的天气非常冷，但是阳光普照。
The first place that we went to was the cathedral in Sevilla. It was huge and beautiful, but also cold and dark.
我们去的第一个地点是在 Sevilla 这地方的天主教教堂，它非常的高大，非常漂亮，但是也同时很冷跟阴暗。
The second place that we visited was the Alhambra in Granada. It was so different from Western architecture and one of the most amazing places I have ever visited.
第二个地点，我们去到了格纳达的 Alhambra 这地方，它和西方的建筑是非常的不一样。它是我曾经看过的最惊人惊奇的建筑之一。
The most interesting person I met on the tour was Mustafa. Mustafa owns a little shop that sells Arabic food.
我在旅程中遇见最有趣的人是 Mustafa。Mustafa 他自己有一间专卖阿拉伯食物的小店。
Mustafa is a tall, strong man from Morocco. Mustafa is friendly and hardworking. Sometimes he works until 7 in the morning.
他是一个又高又强壮的人，他是从摩洛哥来的。他非常友善，而且非常认真工作。有时候他甚至工作到早上7点。
My trip to Spain was a wonderful vacation. I'm sure I will never forget it.
我到西班牙这次旅程非常有趣，我相信我这辈子都不会忘记它。
All right, thanks for joining us this week for English Composition. We'll be back again next week.
谢谢各位同学的参与，我们下礼拜再见。